Let's talk about XP economy. So I just did a video talking about snowballing units and how to gain XP. Let's talk about XP as a resource. So XP is something you get from doing various things. You can get it from attacking an enemy. You can get a few points from attacking. You can get a few points from getting attacked yourself in some cases. You can kill enemies to get XP. You can use healing staffs to get XP. There are different things you can do to gain XP. And one of the major aspects of the game that's kind of hidden from the player is the XP economy. So the XP economy is very much like your gold economy, right? Where you have like gold and you buy items and you forge and so on. Except it's kind of hidden in the way that as you kill things, you're probably not thinking, oh, if Chloe kills 5 enemies on this map, she's going to get this much XP, she's going to level up. Like, that's XP economy. So if you have a situation where one unit, like you have 2 units, Unit A and Unit B. You have one unit who can snowball and become really crazy because of their growths and their bases and so on, and you feed them kills, they will produce a certain result. And then if you have Unit B steal their kills, or if you trade, like if you both have them train evenly and they both have the same amount of kills, you could essentially be throwing out like a super unit for a kind of subpar decent unit that can deal some damage, but it's not going to be as good as that super unit. So there's definitely some aspect of XP gain where if you're not careful, you can waste XP as a resource. So one of the things I always do in my runs is I try to minimize my long-term unit, my non-long-term units getting XP. So for example, I don't want Vander to be getting kills. I don't want, in this case, Saline or Etier to be gaining kills. The only units I care about in terms of XP right now are Fram, Chloe, and Olir. These are units that I know I'm going to be running, so there's some degree of unit planning that's involved in making these decisions. So when I'm funneling kills to a unit, I want to make sure that that's a unit that I'm going to be running long term. Now, if I'm concerned with like efficiency or being optimal for like an LTC run or something like that, you might change your approach. But this is assuming like normal Maddening play. So you want to think about XP as a finite resource that needs to go to certain things. And you want to look for ways to gain XP. So for example, I could heal Vander right now. That gets Fram some XP. Now, I don't care about Vander, but look at that, I got to level up from healing. So Fram can level herself up just by healing and using Chain Guard. That's all she needs. So she doesn't even need to hit things, she doesn't need to steal XP from combat units, she just needs to exist and perform a utility role. So in that way, her XP cost, if we're looking at this in terms of how much XP in percentage-wise is being taken off the table by her in terms of enemy kills, is 0. So she has an XP cost of 0 because she's not killing things and she's not taking away enemies from the hard carry units that I'm going to be leveling up. So in this case, Yunaka is performing a similar function. She's just getting free XP. Now it costs you money, so in that way it's not free because nothing is free, but she is gaining XP where there is none, right? Like if I get hit and then I heal, that's essentially free XP because it's not XP that's on the table that can be taken, right? And you could also do an XP grind if you want. That's another thing that healers can do, where you just keep letting a dude get hit. Hit. I meant to say hit, but I said hit. You keep letting a dude get hit. But yeah, that kind of distracts me for a second, or distracted me. All right, let's kill this dude, I guess. Or maybe we shouldn't. Let's do this. Let's Chain Guard. Let's optimize some free XP for a minute while talking about the XP economy. But essentially, I view every map, especially ones with finite spawns, which is most of them, as that XP itself being a resource that I want to divert into my units. Like, look at this. We got a Chain Guard. We got 2 kills on Chloe. That's perfect. These other units that I'm not going to be using long term, they didn't get the kills. That's amazing. That's ideal. And we're on a dark map, so I'm just going to spam a loom. Why not? Let's get some free XP. Now, you can't use a loom on non-darkness maps, so that's something to consider. Alright, now check this out. If I want to, could override these. It's not going to kill them, though. So I could set up a kill. I could do something like this. Just go for a chip damage here. Oh, she got a crit. Luckily for us, pulses exist, so... You can also pulse, like if you know you're not going to need pulses, especially on these early game chapters, you can go for... Oh my god, dude. 2% crit! Oh wait, does that mean... Hold up. I think that means Chloe crits now. If everyone is critting, I think that means she crits, if I have any crit rate. Let's try it. Let's try this out. Let's put this theory to the test. Alright, I'll take it. But yeah, look at that. I got another level up for Chloe. She can Master Seal after Anna's Paralog and then become insane. So this is like the advantage of managing this as a resource. And this is something that I don't think people really talk about that much. Veterans of the game do this subconsciously. They're probably aware of it. People who've played Fire Emblem for a long time know that, you know, don't feed bad units you're not going to be running and so on. But feeding units and building units, these are fundamentally very important and can make or break runs. To be honest, like on Maddening, especially on this game, you can end up with terrible units and you can still beat the game, which is way harder. So you won't get like soft blocked, you'll just be in a position where you have a bunch of units who have bad stats, that don't have enough XP, they didn't level up enough, and this is just one way in which you can essentially fail to build a team. Because most of Fire Emblem, especially Fire Emblem Engage, is just team building. Like, it's literally just, like, using units that you're going to be using long-term, getting them a bunch of XP, and efficiently killing things. Most of it is just doing that, to be honest. After doing a bunch of Maddening runs, like, that is the case. Alright, so we can get some more staff here. Start healing people. I can stick Vander out as bait if I want. Or I can, like, have him light this. So I can still use these other things as, like, tools to do my bidding. But yeah, XP should be viewed as something that's like a resource that you need to manage and you need to allocate it correctly. Otherwise, you will end up with bad units. And this honestly is one of the #1 reasons why people rate units low. They'll run someone like Timera or Goldmary and be like, "Oh, this unit sucks, dude. Like, she does like nothing." But like the reality is, they do a lot. It's just that it's an underleveled Timera or an underleveled Goldmary. So then they think the unit's bad because the unit is underleveled. But in reality, the unit's just underleveled. And some units, if you put in the work, they will pop off. Other units, if you put in the work, they won't. So you have to kind of know which units are good, which units are bad in advance, which definitely helps and definitely matters. Let's use another Illum here. Like, knowing that Fram has good supports and can be a solid Lucina user, that's her entire job. Lucina in of itself will power level her. Because every single time she bonded shields, like let's say we bonded shield 5 to 10 enemies, like once or twice a map, every single bonded shield gets her XP. That is XP that could be going to a combat unit, but the combat unit's already going to be getting XP. So that's just XP that she just gets, and now she power levels herself just from being the Lucina user. The Dancer, same thing. All he does is dance. Generates his own XP. He has an XP cost of 0. So thinking about units in terms of XP cost, so like if I run like 10 combat units, my team is now inefficient in terms of XP. And this is really the takeaway for the video, is the XP efficiency. This is something that I haven't even, like I kind of thought about it. I'm like, oh, you know, don't feed the bad units. But I didn't think about it in terms of like, you know, even if you can efficiently kill all these enemies, if you have like 8 to 10 units that are all combat units competing for XP, you would be better off having like 2 less units usually in this game. Now you can circumvent this XP drought, I guess, or XP pool. Like let's say there's only so much that people can get. You can kind of circumvent this by doing like relay trials and stuff like that. But I mean, you can do that, but it takes forever. And that's kind of like cheating, to be honest. And that frankly, it shouldn't be in the game. It's like the Tower of Volney all over again. But it shouldn't be in the game. And it's kind of silly. Oh, here we go. That's the problem. All right, let me do this. There's like a little archer there. Here, let's give this archer something to think about. Let's say hello to him. He thinks he's gonna ambush me. Think again. Alright, so let's just finish this map up to prove that I've beaten this map. Because this is a challenge run simultaneously. This is a topic video / challenge run, so... Another thing is boss XP. So what is that? Bosses, when you kill a boss, every time you kill it, you get XP. So even when you just take down a health bar, that's considered a kill. So bosses they tend to be high level, which means they give you good XP because of their level. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Alright, let's open. They give you high XP from their high level. They also give you a lot of XP because they have multiple health bars. So each health bar is the equivalent of killing them once. This is something that definitely veterans and people who have played this game a lot are super aware of. So like when you last hit a boss and get one of those health bars down, that's a lot of XP. And that can help level your units up substantially. Can you hit this for free? No, you die. She self-damages and then dies. Look at this. Alright, here. You can Should she hit that? Should Vander hit this? Should I sack Vander on this map as a joke? I think I might. Maybe I heal him. I don't know. Let's do it. Alright, Vander. You were a true hero.
I'm getting hungry.
She's getting hungry. Alright, we're gonna engage. Let's do an override here. It's free damage. Heal Chloe, get her out of there. Or even better yet, I'm gonna bait the boss. Or I'm gonna try to bait the boss. Let's see if we can bait the boss. Alright, check this out. Let's see if we can successfully do this. So I'm gonna switch her weapon so she can counterattack. Then I'm gonna chain guard. Then let's toggle attacking. She will die if she counterattacks. Unless she heals by 1. Alright, let's see how well this works out. He might just kill Vander though. He couldn't resist, he attacked her. Nice. Okay, so killing the boss efficiently, that's also another good form of XP. And also clearing the map, like sometimes there's like 1 or 2 enemies left over. If you have lethal damage on the boss, you should check for extra kills. Because that can make or break the difference between leveling up or not. Alright, so if I want to hit him... So check this out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You actually want to be next to them for the momentum damage, but I still get +3, which might be enough. No, it's not. So put him over the edge, so it's not enough. So I'll have to heal first just to be safe. So she's 8 defense. He can kill Fram right now. So let's play it safe, actually. Let's just kind of trade. Just trade for some healing items. And if I can enemy phase him, I will. Because I'm trying, like I could have some units attack him and set up some damage, but I'm trying to specifically feed my hard carries. So I'm gonna, let's do this. Vander will trade. There you go, Vander. Whoops, no, don't do that. Sometimes the sensitivity's a little bit much. Alright, she's 10 defense, so vulnering, I'll be safe. I'll equip Javelin because he's going to hand axe me. Alright, those can chill out.
I'll manage.
I'm going to set up the kill with a Leer. Try to get a Leer to level 10. So early game, you might have to adjust your strategy a bit to efficiently feed XP to your units, but it definitely pays off. Like now I have 2 level 10 units. Just from funneling XP into them. I would rather have 2 over-leveled units in the early game than a full team. They're really so... It's crazy how powerful it can be, but it's truly a massive difference. Like, you deal so much more damage. Okay, so we can do something like heal. Start to approach the boss with a Leer. I'm kind of just holding him at bay. Some bosses you can kind of troll and just, like, delay them. So she can wrap around and get the big hit here. Now he's down a health bar. So look at that XP I got just from removing a health bar. It's the equivalent of killing him. And then if I want to troll him even more, I can do something like this again. So another chain guard. So now we body blocked Etier, so she can't get hit. I could put the longbow on her, but she's not going to be getting run in this run. She's not a good investment on non-DLC. Alright, so I should have lethal on him this turn. I have this. I have this momentum plus hit. Could face tank it. I actually hope he hits me. Nice, so I can heal her. And I can last hit with a Leer. So Fram gets XP, Chloe gets XP. Everyone wins. Alright, maybe not yet. Actually, you know what? Maybe this is enough. It might only be like 1 damage, let's see. That's enough, if it hits. Nice. So a little chip damage from there, from Etier, is enough just to push him over the edge. So yeah, that's it for my XP economy video, and also another busy man 7-man run simultaneously. I'm gonna try to incorporate these into, like these discussion videos into the playthrough. Now some of the maps are gonna run long, so those might just have to be Let's Plays, but for now I'll try to make them, you know, subject videos while also showing the 7-man run. Alright, peace.